Right, well, I just want to do a quick video about animal voice sounds. For the last hour, it's just been crows, birds, seagulls and all the rest of it telling me that I've shagged Sadie and shagged Amy Weston and shagged Stephanie Jill when I've never had sex with any of those people. And in the past has even said Ian Dando, other people's names as well, including family names that are younger than me and or relatives and other people as well. Well, how about getting the facts right first before well, basically, is the creator twisted or something, or is the creator doesn't know what the difference is between right and wrong, and so using fiction against you and the facts twisted against you? That doesn't sound like a proper god to me. This sounds like the ruler man or the creator could actually be the devil. It's just got to raise that possibility, because these animal voice sounds are getting really nasty at the moment. Been going on for about a week, and prior to that it was very bad early this year and late last year, of late December 2022 right up until May the 6th 2023. It's been occurring here and there since that time, but it's been mainly increased with loud bikes to erections and setups. So what I'd like to mention is what's causing it, because these animal voice sounds are getting really viciously nasty. Like, you're having your fucking legs chopped off, you're being fucking knifed down, you're having your head smashed off. Basically same sort of stuff or information content as what I get in threats. You're having your legs broken off, you're a child rapist, you're going to be smashed in and fucking knife dead just, you child molester. You're a child rapist, dead just, you're being shot dead just, you're having your life taken, you're going into the fire of hell just, you're going to burn forever in pain, suffering, you're going to starve in Africa and your next life starving, you sick bastard Justin. You know, the animal sounds are coming out as bad as that and much more nastier than what I'm saying. What's causing it? I first noticed this when I was a child, being sexually abused as a child, and a seagull was going, oh, ha 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 ha. But I didn't really take much notice of that or remember it too well until recent times, and then I realised, while thinking about a specific time being sexually abused as a child that I remembered, I remembered that, which I remembered from about 20 years ago, just under. Which I didn't really want to think about things like that happening to me as a child, but that's what happened. Then I was on Burnham Beach, or some beach, I don't know if it's Burnham Beach or whether it's some other beach, on a day out. This would have been with Robert Dando before that side of the family sort of separated from our side of the family. I would have been about, what, 6 in age, something like that. So it's a day out where you had other family members, and when family were more closer together back in those days before fallouts occurred and all other different things like that, you know, or whatever. Well, a seagull made a huge hiss going underneath me and Robert when I was walking with Robert on the beach, and the seagull clearly said bastard in a vicious way. And I don't want to cause any issues, because obviously, but I did notice that Robert thought it was not a nice thing to say, you know, from a seagull. I can't remember what he said, but he did hear the unusual sound, but obviously that's taken as coincidence. While in the classroom at school, Avalon School, back in 1996 area, maybe a bit before that, I can't remember, there was a seagull going in a real deliberate sounding way, and even Lisa Pike, who was one of my school friends, noticed it, and she started laughing when that occurred, and I thought it was funny as well. But this is before I actually realised that this sound that's coming from the animals was all cultically coven and cursed. I didn't know that. It was in 2000, and then there wasn't any voice sounds basically until 2003. I went for a walk one evening down towards the canal, and I was in a bit of a bad mood. I had a couple of drinks, and I heard this voice coming from the sky say, I'm going to fucking destroy you and fucking put you in the fire of hell. But like I said, it could be because I was pissed and I was drinking a lot and I was smoking substances I shouldn't have been smoking back at that time. So just that one occasion, and there was another occasion where something occurred aggressively that sounded like it was coming from the creator God himself. But and then I thought, the time's come where I have to do the Deep Depression Life Story Pack, and that was the beginning of that. So I mentioned these strange occurrences that have only happened 3 times, and in that specific year, 2003, not after or whatever. So after that, I thought, my life's getting bad, it's worse. I hadn't had sex in my whole life, and this is in 2003, mind. I thought I'd never had sex in my life, being stopped from getting anyone, so I thought I'd turn against Christ and do these deep depression life story packs. There was no voice sounds from animals for a couple of years. When I moved to West Street in Bridgewater, Southbourne House, that's when it all began. Quite literally, there were sounds of seagulls and animals and dog barks, all saying stuff like, tell me, going haha, to fuck people that raped me as a child, to say that I'm going to be knife dead, smashed in, that I'm a sick bastard, going ha ha ha. And on one specific occasion, there was couple of thousand voices from a bird that was deliberately tweeting outside my window on a rainy day, repeatedly every few seconds, while my digital audio recorder messed up. When a goldfish died, the morning I went to Bridgewater Fair and won a goldfish or whatever for something, the day it died, these animals were making ha 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 sounds in a very cursed way, and when I woke up I noticed it was very bad, and then I found out that the goldfish died and it was bad at that time. Then I noticed when I started doing the audio recordings on cassette tape, it didn't occur so much, but then they stopped. So as soon as you push record, the animal sounds come to a sudden stop. Then you push stop, and then it would stop. It'd start again, sorry. So they had an intelligence, so it knew if you were recording these sounds or not recording these sounds. And in the end, it was that happening every time, so I couldn't get the evidence at all. And it was extremely rare. So when I moved to Burnham-on-Sea, the same occurred there, but it was less frequent, and it was only happening on sexual times of the year: Christmas time, Easter, the 9th of June, 14th of February, and Father's Day, and times like that, basically, where events occur in particular, or when things were nasty and I was getting threats or whatever. When days where setups were bad, the animal voice sounds would occur to increase the level of pressure of maliciousness and nastiness against me. The same happened when I was diverted from dating, or fuck-ups on dating. They time a seagull to do this or do that, going ha ha ha. When I tripped and almost broke my neck when I was living at my old place about 15 years ago, a whole seagull went ha 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 to my window, right as I twisted my neck, falling over with my arms on the floor and my head hitting the base of the bed. And then obviously it goes on and goes on. But between 2018 area until December 2022, those voice sounds dropped completely. They're hardly occurring at all. And then from December 2022, when I was living in Yhwh, those voice sounds came back dramatic, and it lasted until May the 6th, with just the occasional ones occurring on a steady amount between that time onwards to now. But in the last week, so say about the 10th of October onwards, possibly as early as the 5th of October, not much, and definitely not before then, all these animal voice sounds have come back, and they come back nasty, as well as all the increased setups, the threats, all the other problems and all the other issues. So what's causing it? And after doing prayers to Christ, going to church, it would still occur. You walk out of church, a proper threat would occur straight away, or you're in church praying, or thinking to yourself, if a Bible verse has gone against you, that they said in church, a seagull will suddenly make a ha 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 sound, or crow say ha 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 while you're in the church praying. And also making sounds like, Jesus has turned, or God's turned as well. Obviously animals cannot talk, but it's very interesting that these sounds have come out so clear that when I've played these recordings to people in authority or family, they can actually interpret the sound to a message. And some of them, not most of them, but a few of them have actually told me exactly what I could hear on those recordings. So what's going on? Is a creator fallen or what? You leave your comments below this, because I find this very interesting and I find it very nasty, and I know it's I don't know what's causing it, but I'll leave it there. I just want to mention something else before you turn off this recording that I just thought of. This means if the Creator God's turned, that means if you follow Jesus, you're going to end up in the fire of hell. So who is God? This is another difficult question. And do the elite know? And do the people actually high up know the real God? And are we being deceived by this Jehovah demon and Jesus Christ, who's actually an evil entity that's going to throw you in the fire of hell? Well, who knows? Either way, who do we actually follow? And who are the correct angels and spirits that we follow? And how can we guarantee that all those spirits are not demons like the Bible says? We've got many different problems. Is this hell? Is this a trap of hell? So if we look at the fact that creation, why would a God want to flood and kill people and kill the world? Why do we step on insects? Why do underwater creatures eat and drink in the same water that they urinate and defecate in? If nothing exists, then nothing can go wrong. So who is the creator in the material world? And how do we escape the matrix? And what's causing it? Why are we here? What's going on? Who is the correct God? Is Satan or Lucifer the correct God? I don't have a fucking clue, but if you can give me any ideas or make a comment on this, I'd be very grateful to know, because I'm pretty sure this curse or this entity that's causing all this evilness around me and stopped me getting sex all my life and taking the piss out of me of being a child rapist and causing everybody out there who to give me threats upon threat just persistently, I just can't understand it. I mean, I've had over 150 threats going back earlier in 2022 in one day, and that's quite common. And over 100 people per day taking photographs of me, mostly teenagers, saying I'm a pervert and Savannah and Liam, and they're going to get someone to do me over, to kill me, to knife me, to shoot me dead or whatever. So what's fucking going on? Is the creator fucking fallen or what? Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever pronounced you want to say the creator God is, we need to spit up on his fire, the fire of hell. The creator God is just one evil, vicious fucking terror part. And so is his son, Jesus Christ. Take into account Jesus Christ had sex when he was alive. He had sex with 11-year-old Mary Magdalene, Coy. Didn't he enjoy it with her? But you know, that's the creator and his son. Not to be trusted. Evil. Pure evil. The fire of hell. Disease, creation. Famine, suffering. People starving in Africa. People being singled out, nailed as a sick bastard all their life. Being sexually abused, never had anyone. All the people that were Jesus's people, all the people that are connected to Jesus or are close to him, all against you. Just think of that. They're not going to help you. They don't give a fuck. They're just evil bastards. The Bible's against everybody. It's twisted, it's screwed up, and it's contradictory. Anyway, leave the comments on this video. Sorry it's negative, but you know I want my say. There is actually one more thing I forgot to point out, which is being included in this video, and that is control force around you. So when I say the creator God has fallen and is against you and twisted against you and is vicious as fuck against you, let's look at things like, for example, pre-organised crime or control setups, putting all your enemies in your path, say causing people to sneeze in your direction or cough at you, people photographing you, mistaking you as other people, trying to get you hit off. You've got to take into account that's part of the creator using his diabolical force against you to nail you, to explain to you in a disguised, sly way that he's turned against you. Also, you could have stuff like lookalikes to people that raped you as a child tying to an erection, or they could do it with a vehicle like a loud bike tying to an erection repeatedly, for example, or they could do many other different things like causing t-shirt wording coming out as a message in a sly, disguisable way, but you know, in a mass, like, you know, thousands of controlled setups on a daily basis. That's just one thing you've got to look at when you see that the creator God has turned against you. So if you think the creator God has turned against you, best to make a few notes in the comments box below. And don't tell me Jesus Christ will save you. Jesus Christ wants you in hell. He's got the people he loves. They may work with him on his side, part of the material world. You need to escape the matrix, not be trapped in this material world full of evil. Thank you for watching. Leave comments. Have a great day. I've made it back home, but I have nearly been hit off crossing the road on a very narrow country lane where there's 8 incidents of timing cars to smash me into the side, and also a car had to beep on 2 occasions because I nearly got smashed into the side. 3 cars skimmed me, and this is because I couldn't cross the road or get back, because I had to keep crossing one side to the other so that the traffic could see me in both directions, and they stopped me. And when I was trying to do this on a couple of occasions, they stopped me and they almost caused me to get hit 8 times in an attempt to knock me off. So the government must have some information or know that the creator is the devil. So they probably didn't want this video to go on YouTube. So if you want to mention anything about that, do so, because that's very interesting as well. And I'm not making that up. I have photographic evidence of it.